Hey, howdy there again, folks. Speaking of course, Brandon Wenzel, come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sam Platter video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. We're go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink the stuff, then I talk about the stuff. I let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that you can go over there and put in your mouth and consume in a variety of interesting ways. You know, you could build like a Rube Goldberg device where you go over there and you press a marble and then the marble goes down and shoot and it goes over there. You know, it might eventually just turn into the game Mousetrap, but after a few tries, I think you'll get it down and then you'll eventually get whatever you're trying to get into your mouth. But anyway, while I'm doing it, inside the truck right now, hence the crappy work clothes, so my apologies. You don't care. Do you care? I don't think you care. But that'd be interesting one day. You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll ask anyone who might watch my videos, if you're so inclined. If you're not, I don't care. Good on you. Is there a preference whether I'm in the truck or whether I'm in the house? Does it matter at all? Is it all just this guy? But anyway, if you watch my videos, you know that if I'm in the truck, then I found a thing on a way to a place. Today's no different. Went on my lunch today, popped over to the old 7-Eleven, and, well, folks, boom! NITRO Pepsi. Yes, indeed, the smooth, creamy, easy-to-drink Pepsi. I didn't find it particularly difficult to drink the old Pepsi, but, everybody's different. Vanilla Draft Cola, artificial flavor. Nitrogen-infused cola, smaller bubbles, smoother taste. So, I've known about this for a little bit. I think like sometime earlier in the month, I heard rumblings about this, that Pepsi was working on this. And if you watch my videos, you might know, and if you don't, then you'll know right now, that I recently did a Monster Nitro. So right now, Nitro's the kick, okay? Everybody's getting in on it. It's the flavor of the day. Go watch the video, by the way. But I'd heard about Pepsi Nitro, so I'd been waiting for it, trying to spot it, and for whatever reason, man, this one 7-Eleven that I go to, they typically are the place that get the stuff first. Whether it's the Mountain Dew Ginger Snapped, go watch that video. The Coke Starlight, go watch that video. The Brisk Blood Orange, go watch that video. They seem to be on the ball when it comes to getting in most of the new items. So, when I saw this, I was like, I gotta do it, obviously. I mean, I'm interested anyway. We're gonna give it a go. I don't know why the Nitro thing is suddenly a thing, but, sure. The only thing is, right, so it says nitrogen-infused cola, smaller bubbles, smoother taste. I mean, obviously I'll find out soon enough, but isn't the whole point of having something carbonated the bubbles? Isn't that the appeal of it? Because it gives it, like, a bit, like a harsher taste. So, I mean, I guess the idea with this is that it's like somewhere in between like completely flat soda and like just typical soda. With the Monster Nitro, it was completely different than the normal stuff. So, in this case, the thing is, though, it's not only is it Nitro, but it's also Vanilla Draft Cola. So is it Vanilla Pepsi, then? Because I'm pretty sure they used to have Vanilla Pepsi, because they definitely still have Vanilla Coke, and Pepsi for a while seemed to just be doing everything Coke was doing. So, anyway, let's, okay. So let's go ahead, let's try some stuff. Taste the Nitro. That was an interesting reaction. Definitely not the normal kind of noise that you get. Alright. A Pepsi that Vin Diesel could be proud of as he lives his life a quarter of a mile at a time. It smells like Pepsi, but not like full Pepsi. Like, it doesn't have the same scent as full Pepsi. So I'm guessing that's the vanilla aspect of it. All right, let's try some smooth vanilla Pepsi and see how it goes. Okay. Okay. It's kind of a mixed bag experience for me now. So, I'll say this. It definitely, I mean, it's like a vanilla Pepsi. You know, like I said, I don't, I'm like 90% certain that vanilla Pepsi had a vanilla Pepsi, but I'm not, there's that 10%. Maybe I could be wrong. I mean, you know, yeah, it's a vanilla cola. Those exist already. As for the nitro aspect of it, I'm kind of running into the problem that I thought I might run into, which is that, you know, like, I want that, like, bite from the carbonation and everything. Like, I'm not getting that. It's just, like, it is a smoother drink. I'll 100% give them to it. I will. But the problem is that, at least for me personally, I don't particularly want it to be smoother. You know, I also wish that they would have gone over there, what with it being Nitro Pepsi, I wish that they would have gone over there and just had, like, a standard version, like, just standard Pepsi, so that I could have, like, more of a compare and contrast. Because, like, with them bringing the vanilla back, or whatever, you know, I mean, that's kind of interesting, I guess. But then, like, with the nitro on top of it, that's the thing. It's not particularly unique for what it is. It's just a vanilla cola. And then it's got the whole nitro aspect of it. Yeah, like I said, I don't really... Because at least with the Monster Nitro, that was like a whole other thing than, like, standard Monster. Like, it had a very different taste. With this, I mean, you know, maybe it tastes different than vanilla Pepsi. I can't say for certain because I don't have vanilla Pepsi with me. But it definitely tastes like Pepsi with vanilla, just nitro. And I don't know, like I said, I just don't know that that's a great thing. Like, for me, I guess it really comes down to personal, you know, preference. And you know what, to be fair, even though I'm slagging it off just a little bit, to be fair, I do know a lot of people, not a lot of people, but if you know, a few people, who, you know, they might enjoy an occasional carbonated beverage, but they're really not big on the carbonation aspect of it. You know, they just don't like the way it feels in their mouth or how it goes down the throat or whatever. There are those people out there. And to all of you, this might be the Pepsi for you. Like, it's a smoother Pepsi. It doesn't have the harshness of that carbonation. You know, so this might be something to consider. Now, is it for me? No. But I like carbonation. That's why, I mean, it's not entirely why I drink those drinks, because, I mean, you know, I could drink carbonated water. But, you know, it is part of the experience for me. It's part of something an aspect that I enjoy about it. So, for me, I just, you know, while there is still some fizziness, it's not a lot. And yeah, it's a smoother drink, but, like, you can make smoother Pepsi just by going over there and opening it up and leaving it in the fridge for a day or so and letting it go flat. I mean, also, you know, if you're for some reason in a situation where you have to chug some Pepsi really quickly, it's probably beneficial there because, you know, hey, if you don't have the carbonation to get in the way, you can swig that stuff down pretty quickly. You know, and maybe it could be helpful for, like, people with like stomach issues or something, like, and mind you, I'm not saying it as like a curative thing, but maybe you enjoy the taste, but maybe the carbonation might upset your stomach or some other aspect, so maybe it would work in that regard. That isn't a science fact or a medical fact, that's just me tossing some shit out there, trying to give this thing proper credit, because it's not a bad drink. I don't mind the taste or anything like that, but fundamentally for me, this is like, although it's kind of an interesting novelty, it's not even really that interesting or that novel, really, because at the end of the day, for me, it kind of comes off like semi-flat soda, and why would I do that to myself? I like myself too much to drink semi-flat soda unless I absolutely have to. It does happen, every now and again. You go over there, you open up a can of soda or something like that, and you pass out, take a nap or something. It is what it is. But like in this case, like, I'm just buying semi-flat soda. You can call it NITRO all you want, but unless fucking fire comes out my ass and I'm able to go over there and hang with Paul Walker's dead. Not Paul Walker. Who else was in the Fast? You know what? Tony Jaa and Kurt Russell. It's the only Fast and the Furious movie I've seen was the two of them. Go watch that one, by the way. Tony Jaa is badass and Kurt Russell's Kurt Russell. So, if this can get me closer to that, cool. But as a thing, it falls in that range where, like, it's a novelty item, but for me personally, it's not that novel. Like, there's nothing about it. It's just a vanilla cola. At the end of the day, it's just not as fizzy. So, while I don't mind it, I also don't see a reason for it to exist beyond really just catering to, that group of people who, like I said, maybe they enjoy the taste, but the fizziness for one reason or another isn't to their palate. And to those folks, I'm not trying to go over there and cut you out of the equation. If that's the case, I really do hope that this is something that you enjoy and that you can take away from it. But myself, as a standard soda drinker, just not a big fan. Like I said, it's not a bad drink, but it's not novel enough to be interesting, and what it isn't really anything that I want out of a soda. So, for that reason, do I recommend it? No. Really, unless you are that demographic. If you are somebody who you're just not into fizzy sodas, I mean, to be fair, there's way healthier stuff out there than fucking Pepsi if you're of that mindset. But if that has been, a barrier of entry issue for you in the past, maybe this is something to try. If you're a standard soda drinker, I went over there, I bought a bunch of these. And I went over there and I gave 1 to 2 of my coworkers. One of them's my friend Dan, who doesn't watch my videos, so go fuck yourself, Dan. But I gave one to him. He really seemed to enjoy it. So, I guess, try it if you want. For me personally, it just doesn't do anything. So, from my own personal perspective, I just don't see the need for it. But, like I said, everybody's going to vary and stuff. I think if you're going into it expecting it to be something interesting, you'll be disappointed. It will taste fine, but it's not really all that interesting a beverage. And if you're somebody who likes standard soda, then, at least, from my end of things, it kind of feels a little bit let downy. So, anyway, that's going to do it for me, folks. 5 things before I get out of here real quick. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, magnanimous rest of your month, a absolutely amazing rest of your year. Go over there and have yourselves a truly nitro rest of your life. That way you can go over there and you can shave your head and you can be in a series of increasingly crazy-ass movies, ludicrous and Tony Jaa, Kurt Russell. I can't say Paul Walker. He died. The Rock is in those movies, right? I think he's in those. Tyrese in him? Sure, I'm just naming off people. Anyway, final two things for me, folks, before I get out of here. Number one, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, even if it doesn't always feel like it. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole, okay? You're not always going to succeed. That's why I put try at the beginning. That's intentional. All right, but you mitigate the level of assholishness in your life, okay? Can't put the good stuff out there. Don't take it away. Think we're all better life for all of us, right? Right. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Maybe you're going to go over there. You're going to go to Pepsi and you're going to be like, all right, now I know we went over there and we nitrogen infused and all that stuff and everything. But what if we went over there and we infused it with cobalt? Pepsi Cobalt! Deliciously poisonous! I would imagine that cobalt mixed with Pepsi would be poisonous. I can't be 100% certain because I am not a scientist. But, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't need to be a scientist to presume that one. Or conversely, go over there and head out to a local flea market and have yourself a good old time today. Bye.